nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second. We have a first and sounds like 2 seconds. We'll give it to Lizzie since this is her
My
last meeting.
recorded one.
Yeah. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Joe,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Renee, Corey,
Yes.
Anna,
Yes.
Brianna,
Yes.
Carla.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Are there any citizen statements?
There are.
Thank you. Okay, looks like we have 3 people signed up. If you have not done a citizen statement before, I just want to explain a couple of things. Some names I don't recognize on the list. I thought maybe it's better if I explain at this point. We give you 2 minutes for citizen statements. You will present your statement to the board. The board does not respond to your statement. If there is a need for a response, the board will confer and then send out a response at a later time. So, see a couple of nods. Welcome. So we'll start with Carrie, and I apologize in advance if I mess up your name. Carrie Zakovici. And please, when you come forward, please tell us your name and how you're associated with the district. So Carrie, if you would come forward, please. There's no Carrie? Okay, thank you. Carl Everett, please come forward. No?
They signed up online, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm really confused, okay. Let's try again. Richenda Peterson? Richenda, thank you. Come forward and please announce your name and your affiliation with the district.
Thank you. So my name is Roshenda Peterson, and I'm a parent of 2 bilingual students so far. We are unsure if we will send our children, our youngest twins, here to the bilingual program. So being a part of of 2 children so far in the dual language program, we thank you for taking on the honor and the onus for our children's education and community. Muchas gracias. If we went back to simple parenting or pedagogical practice, I want to remind you that safety, la seguridad, precedes any language learning whatsoever. And in a world of outside threats, where we practice locking down, and a soft lockdown was just practiced this week, I want to remind you how much scary it is for teachers and students and parents when we're afraid of the violence that's happening in our school. And I say this because I have a child in middle school who talks about several fights a week. Mom, I can try to stay out of it. But unfortunately, my 2nd grader has already had 5 incidents where he's been hurt by other peers, by 2nd grade. So I ask you, and I remind you, please, that la seguridad is very important. It starts with rules of representation. That's why we're here. And it starts with the adults being the teachers, the adults being the parents. So I ask you, please, with the recent incidents, to please reach out to parents, support those parents, not just the parents of the victims as it happens, because people tell us what we can do to try to keep our kids safe at school. But I'd ask you to please talk to the parents of the children. Help them. Because if the kids don't feel safe and supported, and the parents don't feel safe and supported, they will not be able to do much for their children. And we know that the simple Maslow's hierarchy won't be offered.
We're at 2 minutes.
please ask you to remember that onus and honor that you have ahead of you for our comunidad so that that honor in District 50 learning continues.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Chris. Okay. Oh, can you pass this forward, please? Can I get a motion to approve the minutes, closed and regular minutes for the April 19th, 2023 board meeting?
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Okay. Hearing none, let's move forward with our recognition of board members that are departing.
Do we have to vote?
Oh,
Roll call.
how about a roll call vote? Roll call,
Yes.
please.
Renee? Yes. Corey?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Brianna?
Yes.
Carla?
Aye.
Joe?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, now, let's move forward with recognizing our departing board members. Do you prefer departing or retiring?
I don't have a preference.
You don't have a preference?
Either way, yeah.
Well, it's very bittersweet to see you guys leave because I believe we've done a lot of really good work together. And I think we have developed a friendship as a result of our service together on the board. I have really appreciated your leadership on the board, both of you. And Laura has prepared a couple of words on, just wanted me to go over some of the accomplishments that each of you have done in your tenure on the board. So we'll start with Mr. DeRosa. So Joe has been on the board since 2017. He has a great story about why he chose to serve. It's very inspirational. Some of the committees that Joe has served on as a board member have been the Negotiations Committee, Finance and Facilities, 2 Strategic Planning Committees, the Board of Education Recognition Committee, Wildcat Wave, and the EdRed. He served as an alternate on the EdRed committee. Some of the accomplishments done under Joe's tenure that he initiated were, I don't know if you would like this, school start times discussion, an eventual revised schedule. Proudly, I think he would say the solar project, LED lighting, and the transportation office. Did we miss anything, Joe?
No, that's more than enough.
He's very modest. Other things Joe has been involved with either in support or ensuring that it got approved by the board is the dual language expansion, the HVAC projects, additional professional development training for staff, implementation of our Equity and Diversity Committee, the Minority Parent Advisory Committee, Student Mentor Program at the Middle School for African Americans and Male students, Midwest and Plains Equity Assessment Center, developed the Equity and Inclusion Action Plans, restorative practices, built-in social and emotional learning, multi-tier systems and supports, additional funding through ESSER and FEMA grants, implicit bias training for staff who interviewed potential candidates for the district, restorative practices, EduClimber data warehouse.
Okay.
So quite a few things. So I'll go to Lizzie, and then if you guys want to say a few words, or how about I'll go to Lizzie, give other board members a chance to thank you for your service, and then allow you guys to say words at the end. How is that?
Yep,
Is
let's
that
go to
okay?
Lizzie. Sounds
Okay.
great.
Lizzie Elizabeth Helgren has served on the board also since 2017. Joe and Lizzie ran together sort of as a pack, right? Sort of, kind of.
We hit the streets together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knocked on doors together.
Got signatures, campaigned, yeah.
Yeah. Along with Joyce Mason. There's the
Joyce.
three of you that came in together. Such a breath of fresh air for this district at the time, I remember. So some of the committees that Lizzie has been involved with have been or served on are the PTA, served as our PTA representative, also Negotiations Committee, Policy Committee, Board of Education Recognition, which is, again, the Wildcat Wave, alternate for Gurney Days, and the Branding Committee. Also supported similar projects that I mentioned for Joe while serving on the board, including the LED lighting and the Solars project. So pretty much the same work. So we appreciate that. Did you want me to repeat those? No. And so anyone else, so I want to thank you both, first of all, for your service. I think I said that, and just tell you how much I'm going to miss serving with you. And the things that I've learned along the way from serving with you, I think hopefully have made me a better board member and a better person. So I appreciate that. So thank you both. And I'll turn it over to the rest of the board for words. Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Okay.
For Lizzie, you are truly, truly one of the kindest people I know. You will be missed. I'll miss sitting with you sitting next to me.
Thank
And I'm going to say this for Joe, and then I'm going to tie it all together. Joe, you are one of the calmest, gentlest people I know. I am going to miss your always having the ability to just stay calm and bring about a fresh thought, and being respectful at all times, both you and Lizzie. I am going to miss seeing you all here. I'm going to miss serving with you all. I think that the service that you and Lizzie have done, even if you don't see it, has impacted the district hugely. But not only that, I think people don't understand just how much you give up when you're doing this. And so I thank you both for just going through and sticking it out with us. So Joe, I always see you in Jewel. I'll continue to see you in Jewel. Lizzie, I don't see you often out and about, but I hope that you guys truly, truly enjoy your free time. And I know you'll be out doing other good things in the community, so best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very good.
I'll go first.
You're next senior, so.
Lizzie, I mean, I appreciate everything you've done for the board. Working for the district and then taking this position has been huge. You've been giving back to the district for the longest time. You've definitely made an impact. We're going to miss you. I tried your job. I don't know if you heard, I tried the secretary thing last month. I'm horrible at it. So I appreciate all the work you do.
I saw it on, I watched the video.
You just need practice.
But we're going to miss you. So for Joe, I wrote a little something, if you don't mind, Joe.
You going to sing it?
Huh? I can sing it too, yeah. I just wrote something.
Yeah, sing it.
As Joe's time on the board comes to a close, I wanted to take a moment to reflect on the incredible impact he has had in our district during his tenure. Joe's work inspired me to get involved in the first place, and I know I'm not alone. Joe's tireless effort towards equity and equality has become remarkable. He has always made sure that every student, regardless of their background and access, had the same access and the same opportunities and resources. His passions for making our school a more inclusive and acceptable place has made a real difference in the life of our students. Additionally, Joe's focus on sustainability and solar energy has been revolutionary. We truly are a spotlight district in the state of Illinois. Thanks to your leadership, we have made significant strides in reducing our carbon footprint and become a more environmentally conscious district. Not only is it better for the planet, but also sets an important example for our students about caring for our world. Overall, Joe's impact on our district has been immeasurable. His dedication and hard work have made our schools a better place for our students. I am grateful for the opportunity to have served alongside him, and I know that his legacy will continue to inspire all of us for years to come. Thank you, Joe, for what you've done for Woodland District 50. We wish you the best, and I'll see you tomorrow at work.
Thank you.
I can go next if that's okay. At the time that you guys came onto the board was just around the time that we were moving to this district. We moved here for the schools, and honestly, and you can ask Joyce about this, I've said this to Joyce, I said I looked at the people who ran for the school board in this district and what you guys wanted to do, and I said I want to live in a district where people care like that. And when I first met Joyce and was telling her that I was planning to run for school board and why I wanted to run for school board, that was part of my little speech that I gave to her. So I appreciate everything that you guys have done. I mean, just the spirit that went into your work when you came onto the board was just like a pure desire to make good change for our kids and our community. And it's been inspirational working with you guys, just seeing all of your years of experience and just how much you care all come together to make a difference in the district. So thank you for that, and I wish you lots of free time too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
My buddies. I feel honored that I got placed here because I've been able to observe both of you during meetings and the thoughtfulness that you put in.
I didn't think so. Is it coming from there? Do you think it's that one?
That was the sign I needed.
Oh.
What does that mean? I forgot where I was, so we'll just go with that. So I appreciate all that I have seen from you and heard from you. You've always been very thoughtful whenever you speak about a topic, and like I could see that you were taking all the information in and you wanted your words to matter, and it's what great role models I had. Thank you.
Okay. Laura? Did you have any words for this?
No, I
These
I
guys.
will miss the two of you also. It's been great working with both of you, and I know that there is a lot of work and a lot of time and effort that goes into preparing for the board meetings, and I know that it's been very much appreciated, the time that both have put in and the thought that you've put into the topics that we've discussed and all of the votes that we've had, and your thoughtfulness to keep this community safe and to move it forward for the benefit of the students and the staff. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Chris, any words, departing words, advice?
I don't know about advice, but Joe and Lizzie very instrumental in the finance, facilities, and sustainability committee. Thank you for pushing, and thank you for all of your support with the company that we've had some challenges with, and there were some ups and downs, but we made some real progress, and that was fantastic. During your tenure here, there's also been some ups and downs with obviously the pandemic, but you two, when you talk about the voice of reason and staying calm and staying focused on the district, on the students, on the staff, I mean, this is you're what people should strive to be when you look at a board member and the things that board members would like to accomplish. So thank you so much. It's been a privilege.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Dr. Maycheck.
Thank you, Dr. Little. I would just want to say thank you and echo a lot of the words that have been spoken. I think it's very fitting on a School Nurses Day during Staff Appreciation Week that we honor a school nurse and a teacher who have been the embodiment of servant leadership. In my previous district, where I was for 8 years as a superintendent, when I left, I counted the number of board members who had come and gone, and it was in the 30s. And for people who are not familiar with how school boards work, is that lots of times somebody runs and gets on a school board because they want a sports program or a gifted program or a new curb in front of the school or something like that, and then when that thing gets done, they leave. And what has been so unique about Woodland, and one of the things that drew me here, was the commitment to the Board of Education to the kids here. And I know it's already been said, but in terms of Ms. Helgren and Mr. DeRosa, every decision that I've placed before you, your bottom line is how does this benefit the children of District 50? And I'm so grateful for all of your support, not just for me, but for our kids and for our community and for our teachers and staff. We're all really going to miss you, and your impact will be felt long after you're gone. And I just want to say thank you for having confidence in me and confidence in our administrative team and in our community.
Thank you.
Okay, Lizzie, any words?
I wrote a few
Oh,
because I don't do well off the top of my head always. It's been an honor to have served Woodland first for 8 years as a certified school nurse and then for 6 years as a board member. I'm proud of the committee work I've done and the huge initiatives I've been a part of, like school start times, equity initiatives, strategic plans, COVID negotiations, collective bargaining, and hiring our current superintendent. But these accomplishments must be shared with the entire board. It's been a pleasure working with 2 boards, and I wish the new board success in serving the students and their families, the staff, and our community as a whole. And lastly, I have to thank Laura, because our work as a board member is made very easy by her keeping us prepared with every packet, every email, every piece of documentation we could possibly need, setting up for our meetings, taking down from our meetings, all the special events and community forums. So again, thank you for making my job easier.
Wow.
Okay, I wrote it too. So first I want to thank our community and the families, the Woodland families, for their trust and support over the past 6 years. I want to thank, I've served with 3 superintendents, Dr. Swoboda, Dr. Casey, and Dr. Maychek. I want to thank you, Dr. Maychek. From the moment you joined our district, it's been clear that you want what's best for our children, what's best for our teachers, what's best for our community, and I think you just embody that every day. I mean, there will be times where we'll speak where I'll think like this is definitely not work hours, but you are still, still doing everything that you possibly can for our kids and thinking about them. So thank you. I also want to thank Chris Bobeck and his team in the business office, Brooke Hagstrom, our communications director, Dr. Lene Wallace and her team in the educational services department. I want to thank Martha Gutierrez and the human resources team, John Fuhrer, operations and facilities, Dr. Thomas and the teaching and learning with equity team, and in particular Dr. Vicki Kiefer and Elizabeth Cepezi, Dan Geisey and the tech team, Donna Cho and the transportation team, and our principals who served through COVID. No one can know what it's like to be a principal during COVID, like our principals do. So I want to thank Ryan and the elementary teachers and staff, Ryan Wolberg, Tiffany Drake and the middle school teachers and staff, Tim Sheldon and the intermediate teachers and staff, Stacy Anderson and the primary school teachers and staff, and extra special thanks to, you're getting thanked all over the place tonight. Thanks to Laura Campanella for everything that's been mentioned, and also her lovely voice when you call. And she says, what she says. Also, thank you for laughing at my terrible jokes. When I call and have a question about what time something is going to happen. Brianna and Anna, I want to thank you for these past 2 years. And I want to wish you well. I want to wish you all the luck in the world. In addition to our 2 new board members who will be sworn in tonight, good luck with everything that you have in store as a school board member. Renee, I'm so proud to have served with you. I admire your commitment, especially how you look out for our students and community members who need a strong defender and a strong advocate. I've seen you do it time and time again, asking hard questions about a situation with a student and standing up for that student in that moment. And I want to thank you for that. Corey, we came into this as friends. And I always admired at work, if something's going wrong, Corey Homer will be one of the first people on the scene to help that person out. And to see you do that as a public servant, and to see how you've embraced your role as a school board member thoughtfully, to see how immersed you've become in our district as a community member, makes me just so thrilled for our students and our teachers and our community and our kids. And I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank Lizzie Halgren for when we ran together, walking around and knocking on doors and getting signatures and then handing people election material and, dreaming our dreams and all of the different things that we wanted to do in that moment. I'll be seeing you around, I'm sure. And finally, Dr. Little. I want to thank you for being an amazing teacher. Dr. Little has taught me what it means to be an elected official. From you, I've learned basically a 6-year civics lesson on local governance. We've together worked as a board with 3 superintendents, major district initiatives, capital projects, and through a pandemic. And I want to stress that a school board member actually, it was a really nice list, but we don't actually do those things. We talk about them, and then our phenomenal administration and staff and community actually do them. And they deserve the credit for everything that we do. Dr. Little, from you, I've also learned how we can elevate student voices, teacher voices, community voices, and empower people to speak their mind. I'm often amazed at how you will be explaining to a person, like a school board meeting is kind of a complicated thing. It's not super intuitive. It's a meeting in public, but whatever. But how in a moment you will actually teach a person how to go through a school board meeting so that they can disagree with you in the moment. And I think that says a lot about how seriously you take all of this. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you, to everyone on this list.
You guys have to stand up now. Oh, we want to come out because it looks like she's taking pictures. Or does it matter? We'll come out. Okay.
You gonna have coffee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you went the wrong way, Corey. Where are you going? He's taking a scenic route.
I think everything has been said, even though more could be said about you. But these gifts are just tokens of our appreciation for all that you've done for the district over the years. And just to show you, how much we appreciate what you guys have done. And thank you. And hopefully, I know you're gone, but hopefully you'll come back and serve on committees, and we can call you when we have, need advice about things. Hopefully you'll keep your doors open for us.
Thank you.
Get a picture.
Do you want one picture of the floor?
Yes, yes, let's do that. Yes, please. Oh, did you want them to open it? So it's in the
It's
picture?
up to you guys, it doesn't matter to me.
Right, right, take too long.
Yeah, we,
All right. Okay. I'll take off my glasses.
nice to meet you.
Yes, please.
And then, let's just get a piece of it. There we go.
You need to be up front. You're the guest of honor. All right, thanks. Fill me up? Oh, no.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, and I forgot my earring fell out. Oh, well. Okay, well. Okay, let's move forward then with the oath of office for our newly elected board members. If we can get our new board members to come forward, please. Anna Saber.
Amy.
Amy, I apologize, Amy. I'm reading your name, but still saying Anna. And Gary Matsey. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, great. Also, Brianna. Oh, there you are. Thank you. So if you would come to the center and take the oath of office. I will now administer the oath of office for the Woodland District 50 Board of Education. Please repeat after me. Yeah, please state your name.
I, Amy Saber. I, Brianna Palvins.
I, Gary Matsey.
Swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education at Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50
In accordance with the Constitution of the United States,
in accordance with the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
I further swear that
I further swear that
I shall respect taxpayers' interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public meeting.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
As part of the Board of Education, I shall accept responsibility for my role in equitable and quality education of every student in the school district.
As part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and quality of education of every student in the school district.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course of Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course of Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and an environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement and all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law.
I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement and all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law.
I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students in our community school to advance the vision for Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of our students and our community schools to advance the vision for Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
And I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision of the board has created, fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
And I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence in every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
Well, thank you. You're officially board members. Don't sit down. Come on. You're not done yet. So I'll turn it over to Joe, and he will administer the board's oath of office that we'll all take as a group.
You ready, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to stand out here together?
Please stand
Oh,
behind
stand
the
in the middle?
podium.
Yeah, we'll stand behind the podium. You, everybody. Well, except Liz. Yes, everybody. Yes, the full board, all 7. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should have done it all together before, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll do it.
Well, we'll do it again. It should have done all together before.
All right, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Amy
Do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50 in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50 in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
That's the longest one. So, nice job. I further swear that I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school board district's assets.
I further swear that I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
As a part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and quality of education of every student in the school district.
As part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and quality of education of every student in the school district.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course of Woodland Community School District 50.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course of Woodland Community School District 50.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall strive to ensure continuous assessment of student achievement in all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law.
I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement in all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law.
I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students and our communities, schools, to advance the vision for Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students and our community schools to advance the vision for Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50.
Let's bring this home. Ready? I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence in every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence in every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development. Did I get it?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Inasmuch as there is no further business to come before this board, a motion for adjournment sine die is needed.
I move we adjourn Sendai.
Second?
We will allow Lizzie that second. All in favor? of the motion to adjourn Sendai, please say A.
Hey. Aye.
Aye.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is the old board retiring and the new board, so I will bang the gavel, say we are adjourned Sendai. And that is it.
Did you have cake? Does anybody like some cake?
I'll try I'll be lurking. Oh, I get to keep it? There you go. Oh, thank you. Who else is going to want it? That's true. That's true. That's true. This one sitting next to you.
Thank you so much for everything you've given me.
I should have mine.
Well, you guys have to have cake before you leave.
Take the whole cake.
Nobody else needs cake. For the new board members.
All right, leave 2 pieces for her.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you for your great work. Same here. Hate to see you guys go. Coffee. You guys gonna have cake with us, or you just running off? You gotta go. Okay. Where's it's over there?
Looks delicious, by the way.
I'll just move my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Can me and Corey sit next to each other? I said, can me and Corey sit next to each other? We won't talk.
Gotta figure all that out. Oh, excuse me. I can go to this. I want your last name. Sorry. Thank, I just want to thank you for coming tonight. So it sounds like you have one in 7th grade.
So to your point, I'm really sorry that that difference happened yourself. Between fourth and so we're going to start off with those throughout next year. Want support? Yes, yes.
Were you dying to help? There's a difference, right? Yeah, that's true. I know Corey always jumps up and helps because he knows that. Yeah, right? Yeah. And there's always a next time here. I don't know, we're getting all new AV equipment. Okay. All right.
Mom, which chair's your chair? This was my mom's chair.
How are you? How are you? Just dragging myself to the end of the school year. Like everybody else.
I did my mom's chair.
I know it's after the situation.
Aww.
The challenges that you're talking about.
So cute.
Boop. Boop bop. Chair. I love this chair. I can be like this. Boop bop.
I think if you actually run for the board, you won't use T-Rex arms.
This is
I haven't seen any other board members break out the T-Rex arms.
Thank you.
Ooh, a hammer.
It's a gavel.
Bam, bam. Biological niece.
Oh, I'm trying to
look the part. Well, you do. Oh, there you go. These chairs are a little wobbly. Bob, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good.
Thank you for asking.
Chris, I'll be on the Gurney Days committee if you will let me have 40,000.
Float again?
I just need 40,000. I went down 10.
What are you gonna, on a fountain?
I went down 10 grand.
Oh.
You still saying no?
40,000.
You ready? Hmm?
Is he out there? Do you guys see Corey?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Saying goodbye to Joe?
Yes.
I cut costs. That's what you like.
From what
Corey.
cost?
From 50.
From 50?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening again. We'll reconvene, or actually not reconvening, because we adjourned and died. But welcome to our new special board meeting for the Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50, May 10th, 2023. The meeting will now come to order. Roll call, please.
Carla,
Here.
Renee,
Here.
Corey,
Here, wow.
Anna,
Here.
Brianna,
Here.
Amy,
Here.
Gary.
Here.
We have quorum.
Okay. Please all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a motion to nominate a President Pro Tem?
I move to nominate Brianna Calvins to serve as President Pro Tem.
Second?
Any discussion?
We're nominating someone else, how does that work? If we're nominating someone else, how does that work?
Well, we still have to vote on it.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily, and this is Pro Tem.
Okay.
Do you want to explain what pro tem means?
Yeah, so the President Pro Tem would take over and run the meeting and run the election.
Got it.
Any further discussion? Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Carla,
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Are there any other nominations for President Pro Tem?
I nominate Carla.
Do we all, because I don't remember how we did this before. Do
Yeah,
we
we
all
have-
nominate?
Yeah, if,
Okay.
or you got a second, or,
I second Corey's nomination.
any other nominations for President Pro Tem? Okay, hearing none. Laura, if you want to call the roll for each nomination.
sure. This is for Brianna. Carla,
No.
Renee,
No.
Corey,
No.
Anna,
Yes.
Brianna,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
Gary.
No.
Motion is denied 3 to 4. President Pro Tem for Carla Little. Let's see. Renee,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Anna,
No.
Brianna,
No.
Amy,
No.
Gary. Yes. And Carla.
Aye.
Motion carries 4 to 3.
Okay, well, thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, roll call vote, please.
Corey?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Brianna?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Carla?
Aye.
Renee?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay, next up is the reorganization of our board. We'll start with the election of permanent officers, president, vice president, and secretary. We'll start with the office of the president. Nominations are now in order for the office of president.
I nominate Anna Chang Yen to serve as president.
Do you accept this nomination?
Yes.
Anna is nominated for the office of president. Are there any other nominations for the office of president?
I nominate Carl Little to serve as president.
And I do accept the nomination. Are there any other nominations for the office of president?
If we nominate the same person, you don't, right?
Right. You don't have to. Hearing no further nominations, the nomination for the office of president is closed. Any discussion?
I would like to give my reasons for nominating Anna. I believe her leadership style aligns with the focus of the district. She lifts others around her, which leads to a greater investment by each individual. She has a good working rapport with parents and administrators and is extremely approachable. She seeks to hear from the multitude of perspectives in our district. She has shown a desire to be more transparent with the community, which will only lead to more community involvement. She desires more student voice, which aligns with some of the goals in the new strategic plan. She will respect and preserve the rule of order. She researches topics on her own to ensure she is well-versed before board discussions. She asks great questions that lead us to think deeper about a topic and how it will impact the district.
I have some words to say about Carla. It is my honor to speak to you today on behalf of Carla Little and her candidacy for re-election as board president for the next 2 years. Carla has been serving on the board since 1999, and during her tenure, she has consistently demonstrated her unwavering commitment to putting students and community first. Even in the face of tough decisions and pushback, Carla has never wavered in her dedication to ensuring that the needs of our students are met and the District Woodland 50 remains a safe and supportive environment. Carla's work on equity and equality has been instrumental in ensuring that our schools are inclusive and welcoming to all students, regardless of their race, gender, or social economic background. Her efforts to hire a more diverse teacher population have helped to create a more inclusive learning environment where all students feel seen and heard. In addition, Carla's leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic was above and beyond. She worked tirelessly to keep our students and teachers safe by ensuring that our schools followed all necessary safety protocols. Carla has made commendable efforts to foster a positive and inclusive school culture that values and supports students, equipping them with necessary social and emotional skills to thrive. She has accomplished this by attending conferences, partnering with local and national organizations that share the same vision, and advocating at the legislative level. Some of her initiatives include the teacher professional development, restorative justice practices, and social emotional learning programs. We recognize schools face new challenges after COVID-19. One of our challenges has been increased behavioral issues and fighting among students. Under Carla's leadership, we have been actively looking into alternative methods to support both students and teachers while also improving the overall culture of our district. Carla recognizes that the challenges cannot be solved through punishment alone and has advocated for a more proactive approach focusing on prevention and early intervention. Carla has proactively approached these challenges by demonstrating her commitment to our students' success and well-being. Above all, Carla's leadership has marked by her commitment to ensuring that our board runs efficiently and effectively. Her attention to detail and unwavering dedication to ethical and transparent governance has helped build our community's trust and confidence. Since most of our board members, including myself, are new to the team, we must have a leader who knows how things work and clearly explain the rules and policies and can help us get through everything quickly. I strongly support Carla Little's re-election as board president. Her vision for our district, commitment to equity and inclusion, proactive approach to new challenges, and dedication to ethical and transparent governance are precisely what our schools require during transitional period to a new school board. I encourage the remaining board members to unite with me in backing her continued leadership and devotion to our students and community. Therefore, I propose electing Carl Liddell as the school board president of Woodland District 50.
Oh, thank you. Any other discussion?
My only discussion is I share your sentiments. Thank you for writing it out.
Anything further? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor of Anna for the office of president, please raise your hand. Okay. All in favor of Carla for the office of president, please raise your hand. Okay, so Anna is, has been elected by the majority of the vote cast for president of the Board of Education. Members may vote for any candidate, okay. Okay, congratulations, Anna, and you can take over the meeting.
Okay.
All right, you can, here, you can just take this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to do it. Give me just a minute to get my act together here. I just want to take a second and say thank you to my fellow board members for putting your trust in me to serve as president of this board. I've been honored to serve on this board over the past couple of years, and it's been incredibly meaningful work to me. I've learned so much about how the district works and about public education in general. I've built great relationships with the administrative team, and I've taken every opportunity to volunteer and get to know Woodland even better. My favorite moment was handing out diplomas at 8th grade graduation last year. I just felt like, I can't believe this is so cool that I get to do this. It was just so happy and exciting. It's really been an amazing 2 years. Looking forward, I'm excited about our new strategic plan and the work there is to do. The strategic plan is full of goals that will push our district to be at its best, and I know we will rise to the occasion. We also have challenges to face, and I'm confident that with the desire that we all have to serve all children and strengthen our community, we can tackle it together. So let's get to work.
I have something I'd like to say. I'm, of course, disappointed that Anna was chosen as president. She's been a very divisive force on the board since she's been on the board. So I see this as probably a divisive board moving forward, so that's pretty sad. So I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but, you know, that was my fear, and it has come to realization. So we'll make the best of it and hopefully keep doing things that benefit our children and our community and our taxpayers. So that'll always be my focus, is to strongly advocate for high-quality education for our kids and ensuring that our taxpayers are properly served and we properly, proper caretakers of the resources that they provide to us. So that won't change, but we'll see. I'll say good luck to this board moving forward, and good luck to the district moving forward.
Okay, thank you. Nominations are now in order for the office of vice president.
I nominate Corey Homer for
There's no more
for vice
discussion?
president.
There's no more discussion?
There really was not discussion built in. The
Oh,
discussion
okay.
was before
But we
the
can
vote.
discuss. As a board, we can choose to discuss.
Okay.
Did you?
I just have one quick thing to say. Congratulations, Anna. I won't say that we're going to be divisive because I would like to look at us moving forward. I think that when we all start this journey, we started with the best hope and, you know, we want the best, because no one will be here at 8:10 on a whatever night it is, Wednesday night, if we didn't care, right? So we might have some differences, but I am hopeful that we will pull it all together. We will do what is right for the district, meaning not just our kids, that, you know, my personal child. I mean, all of the kids in the district, all of the teachers, all of the administrators, because ultimately that's why we sit here. So I am going to come in to this new board hopeful until I see something different. And I just want us to just stand on what we're doing. If we always do what's right, even when no one is watching, we're okay, right? So I don't care about the social media. I don't care about what the media says. None of that. It doesn't matter. What matters is the work that we're doing here. And so I would hope that because we're all volunteering our time, that we actually are going to do what's best, even if we don't agree on it. We do what's best for the district and our kids and our teachers and our administrators. So good luck to you.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate that, Renee.
Can I just say, Renee, I share your sentiment. So thank you for saying that so eloquently. I just like to warm up to the seat of being on the board. Carla, with all due respect, thank you for all your service. I know this feels disruptive, but I personally have heard from the community, and I am voting based on what the feedback that's been shared with me.
I think we can move on. So nominations are now in order for the office of Vice President.
I nominate Corey Homer for Vice President.
I'm actually going to make a nomination. I'm going to
He
nominate.
has to accept it.
I accept, sorry,
you
I wasn't
accept-
loud enough,
you
sorry about that.
accept the
I accept, sorry.
nomination. I'm going to nominate Brianna Palvins.
I accept.
Are there any further nominations?
No, because I'm nominating Corey.
All right, hearing no further nominations, can we have a roll call vote, please, Laura?
Discussion.
Oh, discussion, that's right. Any discussion?
Yeah, I strongly encourage the board to vote for Corey as Vice President. He has very level-headed leadership, very knowledgeable about school district operations. He's been an asset to this board, always volunteering to serve on committees and working beyond our volunteer hours to get work done. He's fun to be around. He's always respectful of everybody. So not only does he bring knowledge, but he brings light to situations. He's ethical. You can trust him with closed meeting decisions. And I think he always has the best interest of our school district and our children at heart.
I agree wholeheartedly. I think that Corey is always willing to step up. Even when we were at the eighth grade graduation and the thing wasn't working right, you were like, let me go step in. And you did that, and that's appreciated. You're always proactive. You make thoughtful decisions and not just based off of emotion. And that is appreciated, not only for us as a board, but it affects the decisions that we make, you know, for our district. So I do believe that Corey is ethical. I think he would be a great vice president to Anna. And, you know, even if they don't always necessarily agree on the same thing, I think between the two of them talking it out, we'll come up with some great things. So.
Thank you.
I wanted to speak really quickly about Brianna. Brianna's had a big impact during her time on this board, I think. She sees every issue through the lens of both a parent and an educator, being a former math teacher. and her analytical skills are second to none, and I think we can all agree on that. She asks all the questions. But most importantly, she really cares about our students, our families, and our community. I've been honored to serve with you, Brianna, and I believe she'll make an excellent vice president. All right, any more discussion? Can we have a roll call vote, please?
This vote is for Corey Homer as Vice President. Anna.
No.
Brianna.
No.
Amy.
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Carla.
Aye.
Renee. Yes. Corey.
Yes.
Motion is 5-2. And we don't need, because it's 5-2 vote, we don't need to
Okay.
vote. Could do a roll call vote for Brianna.
All right, thank you. Now we will use the same procedure to elect secretary.
I nominate Gary Matzi for secretary.
Do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
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 I nominate Brianna Provence.
I accept.
Okay. Are there any more nominations? Discussion?
Just from the short time that meeting Gary and having a conversation with her during the orientation period, she seems to have, quite a bit of experience in this area. So I thought it would be a great opportunity for a new board member to take on this role and to support the new president and vice president in this role.
When you say, based on her experience, because we don't know what that is because we don't know her.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little?
Yeah.
hint?
Do you want to give them a little bit about your background?
Oh, absolutely. So I am a therapist. My background is working with children. I do specialize in working with school-age children. Prior to coming into the Woodland School District, I was the assistant director of a therapeutic day school where I really worked a lot on social-emotional learning.
Okay, thank you.
So lots of organizational
Right.
leadership skills, I think, would be beneficial as a secretary for the Board of Education.
Any more discussion? All right, can we have a roll call vote, please?
This vote is for Gary Matzi as secretary. Brianna.
No.
Amy.
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Carla.
Aye.
Renee.
Yes.
Corey.
Yes.
Anna.
No.
So motion carries 5-2, and so Gary is elected as secretary, and so that leaves no need to have a vote for Brianna.
Okay, thank you. All right, we can move on to item B, establishment of regular meeting time, date, and place. So the board needs to establish our regular time, date, and place for our meetings, and we already have a couple of meetings scheduled May 25th and June 22nd. So I recommend that we keep those dates, and other than that, unless there's any, reason to talk about moving the meeting dates, we can have a motion.
I'm okay with Thursdays.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm okay with Thursdays.
Everybody? Okay.
I move that the regular meeting date of the Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50 Board of Education, Lake County, Illinois, be established as the fourth Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. at ESC, beginning August 1. No, July 1. July 1.
Second.
Is there any discussion? call vote, please.
Amy?
Yes.
Gary? Yes. Carla?
Aye.
Renee?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Brianna?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
The motion is adopted, and I now declare Thursdays, fourth Thursday of every month, at 6 p.m. at the ESC to be the regular meeting time, date, and place of the Woodland Community Consolidated School District 50 Board meeting. Our next item on the agenda is a discussion of state, local, and district committees. So in your packet, you have some descriptions of these organizations, and I believe the way that we handled this when I came onto the board is we had some discussion at this meeting, and then we made final decisions at the next meeting. Does that sound right to everybody? Yeah.
But we don't have to. I'm currently the IASB rep, and I'm planning to continue in that role, and as well as EdRed.
I would like to give the new members some time to understand these committees and different organizations that we work with, so I would prefer that we wait until next month.
We can still mention some of that. Like, if people are interested, we can at least say that they're interested, right?
Right.
Yeah,
But
we-
if we're already serving in that role, we've never given up the role. We
Can we
just-
have more than one, I'm sorry, Carla, I didn't mean to interrupt. Can there be more than one person?
Yeah, there's an alternate for each
There's
one.
an
Yeah, the
And
alternate.
some of
But-
them allow you multiple people
Yeah,
to show
so
up
this
too.
is written wrong too, because we have a list of committees, but if a board member, if a sitting board member is already in the role, then it's open. The ones that were open are the ones that you serve on, or the committees that say, I didn't want to serve as the IASB rep, but I'm not planning to give up that role.
Our policy actually says that the president chooses these assignments to different committees, so I will be waiting
Never done
until
that in the
next month.
past. That's not past practice.
That is our policy. That is a listed duty of the president of the board.
So are you wanting to have us, like, just basically look at this tonight, and then maybe next month, people tell you it's been a long day. People will tell you what committee, and then we'll decide at the next meeting?
Yeah,
or-
that's what we did last time around. I think it worked well. I mean, as a new board member especially, like I, kind of had to take some time to get to know what the different positions entail. I mean, some of them are regular meetings, so you want to make sure that works with your schedule and that kind of thing.
Ms. Chingan, can I?
Sure.
We had a policy committee meeting scheduled for Thursday.
Mhm.
And, so I don't know if you want to keep that based on, one of the current members of the policy committee is no longer on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you would like, Laura to reschedule that, once you made a determination. How do you want to handle Thursday?
Is there a need to have it Thursday? Do you think we?
Well, certainly each month there's a group of policies that come before the board, for review. So we typically have one either the week or the week before the monthly meeting. I don't think there's anything time sensitive that has to be.
So there are some policies that need to be reviewed and approved according to, for FAPES law, which is hiring practices, and making sure that the candidates that we do hire do not have any sexual criminal backgrounds or anything like that from any other place that they have worked. And those policies are strongly recommended to be adopted by July 1, because they do, the actual work that has to be done has to start July 1. So in order for us to go ahead and make sure that that gets done, that we can go ahead and start doing that work on July 1, we would bring those policies specifically to the board for review or discussion at the May meeting, then bring them to the board for consideration of approval at the June meeting, so that they would be implemented in July 1.
So one way to address that time frame would be just to provide the drafts to the entire board rather than having the committee look at them first.
Oh, yeah. I think we could do that. That work?
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, and then we can reschedule the policy committee. Okay. Thank you for that
Now, with the rescheduling of the policy meeting, you guys know, for me, timing is sensitive right after that, but I'll do my best to get on the Zoom.
Does anybody have any questions about the committees that we should discuss?
I was just ready to volunteer.
I was going to ask if
Everybody's-
you two have
Yeah.
been able to
Really,
read it
unless
first.
you-
If everybody's staying where they want to be, I was just going to volunteer for one, so,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
yeah.
I would still rather we wait till next month to assign everything, just because it's a lot of information and a lot for me to think through. But yeah, I have been on the PTA committee, and I am not going to continue to do that because I think we have people who have kids in PTA or in the schools who are on the PTA that would probably be a better fit for. But yeah, I still would prefer that we work on it next month.
Well, what's the consensus of the board? If the other board members are ready to discuss it, then why can't we discuss it?
And we
If
can-
that's the board
Yeah.
consensus.
I'm okay voting on like a final position as next month, but like if you're talking about PTA, like I was saying, like I could talk about one I'm on. I'd like to continue on too. I've been on the finance committee. I'd like to continue that work. I know it's some big shoes to fill, the 2 people leaving, but I'd like to continue on that one. And that one was 3 members on it. So, or was the secretary have to be on it? I don't know how it worked.
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's a fun one if anyone wants to join that one.
Finance is fine.
It,
Yeah.
Chris runs
For
some
Chris, it is.
amazing meetings. So.
We talk about floats all the time.
I know.
I'm okay respecting Anna's leadership, so I can wait till the next meeting, or I'm okay volunteering for committee now, so I'm a rule follower, and I'd like to follow the policy.
I was alternate for PTA. I'm fine continuing either primary or alternate for that. The other committee I was assigned is no longer in existence. So I would be fine doing the policy committee. I would be fine doing finance and facilities, as well as the Woodland Educational Foundation.
I'm here to serve, so put me where you need me.
Did you do Edred too? Who did Edred?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would venture to say, I do want to stay on the policy committee. And maybe I could be considered for the Gurney Days. Big fun, Chris.
We're making a committee for Gurney Days. I'm in.
Or is that the finance committee? I don't
Oh.
know.
We did talk about the float a little bit.
I don't think we have Gurney Days
know.
anymore. That was taken over by.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
New committee.
Yeah, it was taken over by the Park District, I think. So we don't do it that way anymore.
Yeah.
Who else is on the policy committee at this point?
It was me, Lizzie, Carla, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. Did you guys want to say which ones you're interested
Yeah,
in?
I feel like my work experience most closely aligns with finance and facilities, and I would also be available during the day or evenings to attend PTA meetings.
Okay.
The finance one's fun. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Facilities.
Talk a lot of solar. Lots of
Dig
LEDs. In LEDs, yeah.
Anybody else?
Batteries and buses. No.
Be interested in the Woodland Educational Foundation.
Nice.
Awesome. And that's coming back online just now, right?
We're hoping.
Hoping, fingers crossed. Yeah. All right, good. Okay, I will keep all these notes. And in the meantime, especially new board members, if you have any questions about these organizations, please let me know.
So Anna, can I just ask for clarification? Do you want this on the May agenda under board ops then?
Yes.
Or you want to wait till June?
May is good.
May, okay.
Thank you.
And then we'll get the policies for the
Yes.
together. Okay, that works.
On the board. Okay. And then think we can move on to citizen statements. Are there any citizen statements?
No more citizens.
Okay. Is there any further business for the board?
No, I just hope somebody will consider the policy meeting, policy committee. I know we left it, but I'm just thinking, because I didn't hear anybody like jump for joy for it, so I hope somebody else will consider that one.
I'm willing to consider the meeting.
I would too.
I'm interested as well. Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Gary? Here. Carla?
Aye.
Renee?
Yes.
Corey?
Yes.
Hannah?
Yes.
Brianna?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, we're adjourned.